Bring the den to her. Wait, I was supposed to...
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
A princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, let's just go. I want to see if I can do this again.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. The interior...
Ah! No! No! I want to enter the basement without taking the blade! Why you... Why? Why you do this to me? Why are you doing this to me? No!
You take the blade from the table.
Fuck you!
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Fuck you, quiet! I'm calling you quiet now. Freaking long quiet. Damn it. I wanted to talk to her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, it's so different. So if I didn't take the blade, she's like, hello, who's there? And I says, who's there? Oh, that's so fucking cool. No, I don't want to.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I don't want to take the blade.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Ugh. Don't say shit.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I don't want to say shit. Just not yet. I don't think it
Walk down the
matters.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She has bitten it off 3 times now.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She looks confident.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Wait, did she hear that I took the blades? Is that why she's different? No. No. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
That's why I didn't want to take it.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Okay,
Don't you dare.
I will.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What a hero. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
Yes.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It's not my fault. I wasn't gonna take the blade. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I threw away the blade. I'm not here to kill you. Oh. I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? It'd be ridiculous. Oh. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Oh, she has a plan.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Oh, it's telling me shit. Oh, wait. You don't choose everything. What's your name? How long have you been down here? You know why I'm here to kill you. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
No, I don't believe you at all.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Nonchalant.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
True, I guess.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you...
Yeah. Hey, help me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Who is everyone? Why isn't it Alex?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm still gonna save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Aha, I can still warn her. I'm warning her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Liar. I can still resist in this one.
The blade. Move the blade.
I can resist.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Don't want to slay her, even though the game says I have to.
I'll make this quick.
Thank you.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
The difference in personality. Damn.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
It is. Goodbye, world.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, it was. Pretty much, yeah. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now, and why's your tricks?
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Lies.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time
skeptic!
around.
The skeptic is
I
back!
won't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie,
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Oh yeah, I cannot take a knife again. What I'm gonna do? I'm not taking the blade if I don't have to.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Yes.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink, wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Shut up, fellow clown. You're not allowed to judge another clown. If you're a clown, you clown.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Is the mirror getting smaller?
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
There's a mirror.
The blade is your
You didn't see anything but the mirror.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Lies!
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Just approach.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand
I'm not littered
against
anymore.
the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Because I keep resetting, so I guess that's why I'm not withered now. But I'm withering
Was there a second ago?
when I'm back. So it's weird.
And now it's gone.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
No. Enter the basement
I'm
without.
afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Fucking skeptic.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Sure.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Moving on.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the
Oh,
stairs
God.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, it's like it's made for someone else. To join her.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
How do you know that? I'm not so sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Nah, just sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
It's like she's saying, hi!
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okie doke.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit, yeah? Trust her.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Ooh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Why is that? I've been here. Wait. What happened after I died last time? How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice? You didn't notice your hands in the shackle too. I don't understand what was it for? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Fucking fourth wall breaks.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Ha!
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency plan?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Oh, you said that you're not the first one I met of your kind. Oh.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
True.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
It would be interesting that, like, if I meet someone and they already met me, I'm like, oh, so you know me. That makes things easier. Let's fucking go. What did I already tell you about me? Do you have a list? I have a note. Did you take notes?
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
True.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I'll never accept that.
I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Fine, fine. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Ah, I see.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
How am I supposed to cut you out? Didn't notice your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Ah, okay.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Right, sorry. Huh. Slay the princess. I want to explore this. Back to shack.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Oh, without a key. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was distracted on my phone.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
The narrator has never told us the truth in any version of him.
He isn't.
I am.
Inspector Shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh boy.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism.
What the fuck?
Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Great, our boat prisoners.
Excuse me?
What kind of fucked up thing is that? Why is there magnetism on these chains? And why does the blade also has magnetism? There was not non-magnetic alloy in it. And why haven't you told us that the blade is magnetic?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
What the fuck? Come your own jailer.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Just sit.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
And the blade is magnetic.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Loose chain. Oh, excuse me. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Exactly, very rude. Let's wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Typical low attention span person.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
Now we're with 2. We just wait.
At least the world is safe.
Yay, we're safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
Is he saying that it's a threat because the princess is alive? And if we go to her, the quiet takes her?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Oh, maybe the change will erode. Hey, have you noticed the basement's changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Let's wait in silence some more.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Why is that how we call it lichen? Always call it lichen.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh god.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
The narrator was gone! Quiet is here to save us! Woo!
And?
I think he's gone.
Or maybe the princess is stuck so the quiet can get to her.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
And there we go. But you do not get the chance to respond. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
This is the thing that the narrator fears. If the world is ending, this is the end of the world every time. Of his world, and the other narrator says the same thing because we're in a loop. I've said that already because we're in a loop. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. See you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I'm a skeleton, but I'm also not. You've unraveled. So that means our time is ticking. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Good day.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Oh, interesting. Interesting philosophy. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart.
Ravenous. I don't remember the other ones.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I think so. He's the bad guy. Oh, shit. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many vessels more do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
So that's then one actual ending of the game. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Let's wait. Just in case.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
the fuck? She caused the fucking game!